Okay, so my name is Debbie Akon Kwatin. I'm the founder and the president of Virtue Mission Ghana. And this ministry was birthed, I would say, in prayer. There was this period I was intensely before God, and I wasn't even asking Him for anything huge or nothing. I just felt a strong need to stay, right? So while in that place, I think the prompting or the leading came. And being true to my nature, I'm a rather reserved person. I don't really like the spotlight. I don't like being in front much. So when it came, I struggled with it for a bit, but I just asked him to send me confirmation. And so as the Lord will have it, I received confirmation from 4 different people on the same thing that he had told me in that very month. And so at that moment, I knew it was God. And my response was, Spirit of God, say no more, we move. So I understood the importance of praying to God for those that He would lead me towards in achieving this vision or running with this mandate. And in prayer, most of the names came up.
I joined Virtue, I think 2020.
2015.
In 2020,
I joined Virtue in 2019.
2018.
I joined in 2016.
I joined Virtue in 2015.
2018.
I joined Virtue Mission Ghana 2021. I was personally reached out to by Pastor Debbie Akwan. And when she did reach out, I didn't think about it. I didn't have a second thought about it. I just joined because I felt it was something I needed to do, and maybe I was supposed to have joined a long time ago.
I don't really have a reason why I joined Virtue. God just added me to the group to save my family. 2024, Allegiance, the theme was, do not let your heart be weary. And as at that time, my family, our hearts were weary, we're sad. There was sorrow everywhere. And God just decided to use that moment to save us. The day that we sang, the day we performed Allegiance, was in November. That very Saturday was the day they were burying my uncle. It was a tough one. But I told God that if it's left to me, I wouldn't join. I would have been at my uncle's funeral by now. But I'm here. So whatever being the reason why He added me, He should let it manifest. And it's been a year and no one has died in my family.
2018, yes, that was the Calvary edition. I got a call from the president. Okay, so let me start. She had groomed me to be like, I used to sing tenor. I remember the youth choir, we had the youth choir as for Victory Bible Church International. Prophetic Sanctuary, we had youth choir, and after that, she was our director. So I remember I was trying to go to alto, and she was like, let me say, be at tenor. So she groomed me from there. So I think during that year, that particular 2018, they needed one more tenor person to join, and the president called me to join. So since then, I received the call, I held on the call, I ran with the call.
I felt like I wanted to be part of something that is very inspiring, because to have an all ladies singing, a choir with only ladies is very, very inspiring. So I felt like I wanted to be part of something inspiring. And also, I've known Debbie from Central University, and seeing the grace that she carried from campus days, when immediately she called me and said she's starting a choir, will I join? I was like, oh yes, definitely. I didn't think about it. I didn't say, let me pray about it. Nah. I just accepted immediately. So yeah.
I was already in a group with her on campus in university, and I loved the way she led the group. And I I was close to her then, so I was looking for a way to be close and then join her ministry. And then I loved the anointing on her head, so I wanted to be part of the group. So that was the reason why I joined the team.
One thing I would not hesitate to state is the fact that this ministry was birthed on the premise of sacrifice. And I say this so strongly and very unapologetically because in the beginning it was really tough. Starting something that most of us had not been in before. It's very regular to find a ministry with both gender, but seeing a ministry with women particularly, it was a bit difficult. And one thing that God helped us to give at the time was sacrifice. I remember how most of us would go to work on Friday mornings, leave work and come straight for all-night rehearsal. And where we had rehearsal, we had this bathroom, changing room sort of space. So most of the time, after the all-night rehearsal, we'll just, use the bathroom, freshen up and head back to work. I used to work on Saturdays at the time, and many of us that had started at the moment. So from there, we go back to work. And we did that back to back anytime there was a program or something coming up. And we did it with a lot of joy.
You might look at the times that you have to come to rehearsal and all that, and you ask yourself, can I do it? But God has been faithful. What isn't easy, but God has been faithful.
My most challenging time is during rehearsal, especially having to gather the instrumentalists, come together to rehearse. It's not been easy.
Balancing work with rehearsal. It's been stressful. It's been a journey. But in all, I think it's been good. It has toughened me. It has really made me tough because I had to come out of my comfort zone to do what I'm doing today, and I'm proud of myself.
I'm part of the choir in church. I don't lead songs. I'm a very, very good backing vocalist, but I do not lead. I do not. Anytime my choir director gives me the mic, hey, Kekles, this Sunday you are leading, I'll fall sick. Either some headache will come or something, cramps will come that Sunday. I will not lead. But he has actually, forced my hand to lead a couple of times. And when Debbie told me, I think in 2018 or so, that was the first time I led. When she told me that I'm going to lead a song, I told her it's not going to be possible because I know myself. So I really, really, really struggled with it. Even up till now, anytime, even last year, she called me, told me that I'm going to lead a song. I told her, you know me, it's not my major thing I do, so please. But then we still got it done because God is on our side. So that's my major challenge.
I would say that the group gave me an opportunity for growth. There has been some form of grooming on my part. Because I remember when I joined the first day, I couldn't stand in here for 30 minutes. I remember, but through this group, I've been able to. So even if there have been challenges, when I look at these aspects of it, sometimes the challenges are just like minor. Maybe that day you can't come for rehearsals, or maybe a few like just money stuff that you can actually get over it. But because of the opportunity, the growth process, it's a challenge, but it doesn't hard drink.
As women at various stages in our lives, we had different challenges to deal with, family problems. People started having babies and coming to rehearsals with babies. And sometimes we've moved from different locations, finding studios. So there's a lot to deal with, and especially dealing with emotions as women. So that would be the major challenge that I have seen that we have faced over the years.
One of the challenges I've faced would be gathering the entire team when we have a major program upcoming. Because given the fact that we are a non-denominational group, most of the ladies would have different engagements in their various home churches and their various walks of life. So gathering them to embark on another vision, another project is usually quite a lot, and it can be draining sometimes, but God has always seen us through. Women operate in seasons, right? And so sometimes having a team full of women can be challenging in the sense that I remember a period, I think this was 2020, when all our executives, all the executive ladies were pregnant. I don't know who sent them the memo, but they all got pregnant at the same time. And so naturally, they couldn't hold on to their, portfolios like they should. And then after having the baby, you know how it can be sometimes. So those are other practical, natural challenges that I think we have faced over the years as well.